Hey, welcome to My Mama Summer. My name is Aimee Devlin. I'm an unconventional millennial mother living abroad, building a business and raising children while stepping into who she's meant to be. This podcast is an audio version of my newsletter, which you can find at mymamasummer.com. The episodes are short, wholehearted reflections of my life as a mother, business owner, and everyday human committed to being the best she can be. Pop in your headphones, grab a cuppa and a cookie, and take this time to just be with me. Why do I feel so sick to my stomach when I'm upgrading my life again? I think it's interesting that I said sick to my stomach just then, because after telling our nanny of this upcoming life shift yesterday, I woke up today with unexplained stomach pain. The thought of telling her was, quote, eating away at me. Not a coincidence, but that is a big detour into somatics and things like German new medicine. And that's not the point of this podcast, so I'll get back on track. I'm feeling concurrent excitement and terror. That's how I know I'm doing the right thing, but it doesn't make it any easier, does it? On my social media pages, I'll be sharing the socially celebrated aspects of this upgrade. I'm sure you'll see some wonderful photos and positive aspects of this upcoming life upgrade. Here on My Mama Summer, you'll get the full behind-the-scenes scoop of what it really takes to plunge into the messy unknown, doubt, fear, tears, and all. So here it is. We're about to move cities again. The last time we did that, it created some trauma that I haven't quite got over. When we left Australia for Mexico, we had an 11-month-old baby and we were leaving our family behind while the world was an absolute clown show. Everyone dealt with our decision in different ways, in the only way they knew, with the skills that they had. Something I've realized is that some people cope with change better than others. But what were we to do? We did an audit of our lives. We realized we weren't on track, and we came to this sobering conclusion that we had to let others down to grow. That was really hard, and I'm reliving that again now. We have amazing friends close by to where we are. They want to live in community with us. They love spending time with us. They imagine a future with us. We have a nanny who's an integral member of our family. She's been our daughter's second mum since she was 11 months old. But we've outgrown the town we're living in again. And the reality is we have to leave these people behind to go after the life we desire. One of the hardest parts of life is closing doors so you can open new ones. Disappointment is my Achilles heel. It's enticing for me to refuse growth so that I don't disappoint anyone. I know this about myself. I want to keep everyone happy. I know that's impossible, but it's a hill I've built my life upon. When I feel into this, I ask myself questions like, what does stunting myself achieve? And I can ask myself that from a logical place, but it doesn't necessarily answer the question. Where does prioritizing everyone else get me? Will squashing myself really appease others more than watching me soar? I want to feel loved. I don't want people to feel hurt. I also don't want to feel shamed for my choices. I have been so willing to sacrifice my dreams at the feet of others in a misguided attempt to avoid disappointing them. I always feel like I need to squash my enthusiasm for making my life more interesting, exciting, and aligned so that I can make space for other people who are feeling the opposite. I imagine them saying things like, "You're leaving? How dare you? But what about the future we'd planned?" I guess part of me feels like if I dampen my joy, it'll make me less of a monster. But I'm the one leading this shift. I want more out of life. I can't keep scratching my nails down the edge of this cage. And if that makes me a monster, so be it. Since we decided to move, I've felt paralyzed so many times. It's my well-worn freeze response kicking in. Yesterday, I had tens of messages to respond to, friends I still haven't told, a daughter to send off to kinder for her first day, a landlord to speak with, and a business to grow. And the heaviness squashed me into pieces. I felt like an incompetent buffoon who couldn't get their shit together. So I just froze and I didn't do any of it. I mean, I did some of it. I asked Brendan to help me, which was another uncomfortable reality. Maybe you can relate. I keep asking myself the question, why does disappointment accompany growth? I want to think my way out of having to tell people I love that I'm leaving them behind, but I have to feel it instead. My people-pleasing, caring, and empathetic ways can be beneficial at times, but they quite often result in me feeling like I can't be myself. I know my needs are important. I am important, but I habitually prioritize other people's needs until I'm a worn out husk of a woman complaining I'm tired, invisible, and lonely. And in the past, I've gone to insane lengths to avoid disappointing others, but I'm ready for that to stop. I can't prevent others from feeling disappointment. Their emotions aren't mine to control. I can't squash my dreams because then I'm deciding their pleasure is more important than my pain. Can I grow without disappointing others? I don't think so. I'm a human. It's impossible to avoid ever making a mistake or disappointing others. So I wrote this love note to myself. I will make mistakes. It's normal and okay to make mistakes. It does not make me bad, unworthy, or unlovable. My non-people pleaser husband tells me to focus on making my life the most beautiful I can. And in my work as a business mentor, I'd tell my clients the same. It's always easier to give other people advice than it is to look at our own lives. Making big life decisions like starting a business or moving cities isn't easy. The reality is that reaching for the new means shedding the old. And most humans find that terrifying. Worrying about disappointing others is the wrong place for me to focus. And I read an article by Kate O'Brien who told me that I can move with kindness and empathy towards others while still making the right choices for myself. And ultimately, it is the responsibility of the person with the challenging feelings to find ways to cope and regulate their own experience. So I'm going to roll with that. It's time to keep stretching myself into an entirely new identity. Don't worry, I'll take you along with me. Just like everything in life, it's a hell of a ride. If you enjoyed this episode and like reading as much as you do listening, I would love to welcome you as another subscriber to my newsletter. Head on over to mymamasummer.com to subscribe and let me know what you loved most about this episode. I love hearing your feedback. It's my favorite part of sharing what's on my heart. I'll see you over there. Have a beautiful day.